Hi Libra, I hope everything's well. Happy 2019. We're in it. Let's do it. I want to go ahead and get a reading for your love and relationship situation in regard to January of 2019. Show me energies present for Libra. So you have the High Priestess coming out, Libra. That's Virgo, Pisces energy. It's a card of utilizing your intuition, trusting yourself, sometimes seeking counsel in regard to people who are seers, who are those who read tarot cards, somebody who's a psychic, somebody who is more so connected to the spiritual realm and are willing to communicate with you. Sometimes it's just literally utilizing your own intuition. I'm going to keep going before we read too much into that. So those two popped out in reverse. I don't know if you saw that or not. I'm still trying to fix this camera so you can see cards as I put them out. But it's the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay? This is past energy. You could be dealing with it currently, but in the position that it's in the past. I'm going to pick up some more for the present. Show me the present energy for Libra. You have 5 cards popping out here, Libra. So you have the Lovers. You have the Emperor, Aries energy, Gemini and Aries energy. You also have Pisces and Virgo. You have the 6 of Cups, Libra. The 10 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Wands here for the present energy. Some heavy energy. Let me just adjust these cards so I can see everybody. Show me outcome for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me outcome energy for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You have the Ace of Swords, Libra. I want one more. Ace of Swords. One more card for Libra. Outcome, please. So you have 2 cards popping out. You have the Knight of Swords and you've got the Star. Okay. With the 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you have a lot of energy here, Libra. You do. Let's go ahead and look at this. It seems like the focus of this reading is either in regard to somebody from your past, children, or children with somebody from your past. Yeah, it's almost feeling like you have to take a long, hard look at a situation in regard to somebody, recognizing where like things may have gone haywire, where stagnancy has prevailed, and essentially where we're needing to dig ourselves out of this energy and use your trust, your intuition, your other way of thinking and being versus just how you typically would approach something. This is looking adversarial in regard to family matters, in regard to connection to family. If you have children with somebody, there's arguments, there's frustration, there's lashing out in regard to a familial situation. Children are at stake here. You have the Emperor here as well next to the 6 of Cups. Father energy, caretaker energy, caregiver energy. This person, this Emperor, is looking here at the Lovers. I feel that this energy is more so, the Lovers is closer to the energy of the past. It's almost as if we've had to look at this situation, had to recognize where our responsibilities lie and what we need to do in regard to taking care of what it is that is most important, which is our children, which is their stability, long-standing stability for the child. Whether you stay with this person or not, or whether you're in a relationship currently with this person, the decision is to either remain or to go. You have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords and the Star as the final outcome. This is talking about getting to the bottom of things, cutting energies out, having immense levels of clarity, making sure that everything is, all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted, making sure if paperwork is involved, everything is finalized and stable. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict here. There's stagnancy in a situation. There's no forward movement with anybody anymore in regard to somebody from the past, somebody who created a lot of havoc in regard to your life, somebody who is very stagnant in your life, Libra. The Five of Swords is not a healthy card. The Five of Swords is someone who is adversarial. They are adversarial. They will fight you for no good reason. There's somebody who basically, they're very immature in regard to how they operate in life. They are manipulative on levels that you can't even fathom. They're manipulative in ways that they don't even understand, yet it's almost the language that they speak. You need to be conscious of that. I feel that the energy in regard to this family situation is in conflict. There may be conflict in regard to children, child rearing. There may be conflict in regard to one person wanting more of a role as the parent, one person being more domineering as a parent than the other. This may be in regard to the lovers. This doesn't just have to mean, oh, I'm falling in love. This literally means two people in a relationship, two people having to make decisions that are very powerful and strong decisions. Regarding matters of the heart, regarding matters of family. I'm going to clarify everybody, but that's kind of what I feel on the table, okay? Okay. Which deck? I'm going to have to feel it out. Okay. Show me energy for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me. I love these cards, by the way. This is the Heindel deck. This deck has been, this is like I think a 20-year-old deck or something like that. I don't know. It's old. It's been passed down to me from somebody else. I love it. Okay, so in regard to the High Priestess, you have the Son of Cups. You've got the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups. Okay, Libra. So in regard to this person, there may be emotional communication. In regard to this person, you also may be dealing with this person in regard to a child. You have the Six of Cups here with the Page of Cups. This is childlike energy. This is dealing with children, people of the past. The Eight of Wands is about communication. It's about texting. It's about emails. It's about written letters. It's about documentation in regard to legal matters regarding your children. It's about having to second guess somebody's actions and words in regard to how they communicate with you about your children. Not being able to trust somebody because of how they've acted in the past. Show me the Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse, you have the Six of Swords flying out in reverse. These cards are upright, okay? I leave cards upright. If they fall out in reverse, they fall out in reverse. This is talking about having a difficult time leaving a situation. This is talking about somebody who has a difficult time letting go of negative energy, somebody who stagnates and willingly holds on to negative energy, somebody who is comfortable in a negative aspect. Here, it's like we're having to let go of a situation with this type of person, but what's indicative here is that it feels like because there is a child or children involved, it's like we can't really let go of this energy. We have to continually come back. The Six of Swords in reverse talks about a situation that we're having a difficult time leaving. Sometimes we have a difficult time leaving a situation because it's like we are indebted to it. You know, sometimes when we have children, we have to make sure that everybody's taken care of, and you can't really just walk away from a situation, you know? So it's like having to re-engage with this person on a regular basis, but it's like communicating with them feels like nothing gets anywhere. You know, there's no stability here in regard to the situation. There's nothing being built in regard to like working together. It doesn't feel that feels like working together with anybody. It's more like exhaustion. Show me the Ace of Pentacles in reverse for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me the Ace of Pentacles in reverse for Libra. So Libra, you have the Five of Wands and you have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so you have the Five of Wands, which is conflict. In this deck, I believe it's literally called conflict, if you can see that. Conflict. Yeah, and the Seven of Cups talks about change. It talks about opportunities. It talks about different options and choices, decisions to be made. In regard to this Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Pentacles talks about stability. Here, there's no stability. Here, there's no ground to be built upon. You have to recognize that in this situation, it literally only brings stagnation. It brings conflict. Conflict is what is being served with this meal. It's not something you want to eat. There are better options here. There are better ways to go about stabilizing your foundation with your child, okay? This has been a rocky road. This is the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles showing up here twice, once next to the Six of Cups. You have the Six of Cups over here, and now you have the Seven of Cups. So it's an ascension in regard to how you go about taking care of your children. It's an ascension in how you go about dealing with this situation. I feel also, too, it's like, in a certain way, you've exhausted your options in regard to how to deal with this person. It's like no matter how you deal with them, it's always a block. It's always a block. There's no forward movement. This person, I know this is in reverse, but I'm feeling very much that this person is holding on to negativity. It's not something that you can really easily let go of. This person is constantly in a negative state. And it's in regard to a family situation. Sorry. Show me the Lovers for Libra, please. Show me the Lovers for Libra. Okay, so you've got some cards popping out. 2 cards. You have the Queen of Cups and you have the Ten of Swords here, Libra. So... okay, with the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, okay, if this is you, Libra, dealing with somebody new in your life, it's like this energy is of the past. It's releasing things, it's letting go, it's causing toxicity to fall away. This happens when we recognize where we've been and what we no longer wish to be part of. The Queen of Cups talks about somebody who is emotionally balanced. She is psychic, she is aware, she is giving, she's nurturing, she's beautiful, she's somebody who cares. She's a caring, nurturing soul. She's somebody that wants to make sure people are emotionally stabilized. It's part of her nature. If you're letting things go, here, the way that this dropped, it dropped in reverse. It's letting energy go. If you are in regard to this Lovers now, because you have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. If you're getting involved with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, it feels that this energy is more so balanced for you, Libra. It's more so in alignment with what you want, you know. And in regard to Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and the Emperor, this person here, this water energy, they're more so apt to allow somebody to be... I don't want to say domineering. That's not the word that I want to use. I want to say somebody who is more so in charge, but it's not in an egoic way. It's somebody who is in charge in a positive way. They're dominant in a positive way. It's for the health and well-being of everybody involved. This type of energy is more so apt to allow that to happen. They feed off of it and they go with it. And it's not in a lecherous, like, leechy way. It's in a healthy way. It's like you balance each other out, especially with the Two of Cups here with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it's like this type of energy is the energy that you want to be a part of. If you're getting involved with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that's the energy that's better suited for you. You have Pisces here as well, but I don't think that this is indicative of the sign that you'd be getting involved with. I think this is you needing to utilize your intuition in regard to this person, this Five of Swords person from your past. Yeah, Marcel. Show me the Emperor, please, for Libra. So you have the Three of Cups in reverse. So that's indicative of third-party relationships, but it's also cutting it loose. You have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck for that. So in regard to a situation, you may be looking at a previous partner and a new partner or new potential partner. The situation in the past is something that needs to go. It's very unhealthy. It's unstable. It's not fruitful. It's not going to give you any type of stability for the future. It causes you to have to go back to it if you have children involved in it. And it's like, it's this back and forth, back and forth. And the thing is, you're having a hard time being able to deal with this person. They're manipulative in emotional ways, and you can't trust them. That's not being able to trust a situation. The Hermit with the High Priestess. You have incredibly psychic cards here, Libra. This is all about your intuition. Letting go of third-party situations, letting go of family situations that no longer serve you. The Three of Cups is talking about being with our peers, being with our family and friends. You know, ex-lovers are family. They are friends. They are a group. They are a peer group. Sometimes when we're in reverse with the Three of Cups, it's not seeing eye to eye with them anymore. It's not being able to trust them on an emotional level any longer. They're no longer in your favor. You need to look at this situation. Is this in your favor or is it not? Do you need to engage with that situation for the sole purpose of taking care of your children, your family, and like your responsibility as a parent versus your responsibility as a lover or partner to this ex-lover? Show me the Six of Cups for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have the Son of Wands. So this is the page of, I'm sorry, this is the Knight of, the Knight of Wands with the King of Wands, okay, at the bottom of the deck. So in regard to children, this is creating new pathways, new directions, finding stability in the direction that you need to go in, trusting the direction that you need to go in. It's almost like having to start something from the beginning, not having all of the footing. It's like not being sure-footed in regard to the direction that you want to go in, but knowing that you have to choose a path, knowing that you have to start to move towards a direction, because stagnancy is not something that you can maintain. It's not something that supports the longevity and livelihood of your children, of your life with them. The King of Wands is somebody who stabilizes his own life. He enters into life knowing where he wants to go. You know, he goes so passionately. He's a leader in his life. He's somebody who takes the reins of his life and makes decisions that are life-altering, but also very, very well thought. He's a positive aspect, especially in regard to children, because he's somebody that's going to care for them. They're as much of his soul and his fabric of being as, you know, as, how do I say this? There is everything. There is everything. And that's just part of who he is. And that's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that type of energy, especially if that's your energy, Libra. That's you taking the reins of your life and moving towards what you need to go towards to stabilize your family, your children, your situation. If you're leaving somebody or having to go back and forth to somebody because of children or legalities in regard to children, like a divorce, then that's something that is present. But, you know, path, choosing the path, moving towards something that you know is going to be better for you and for your child and for this potential Queen of Wands or Queen of Cups. This is also a person. She's under the Lovers, so that makes me very much think that you may be getting involved with a water sign, okay? Show me the Ten of Pentacles for Libra, please. Show me the Ten of Pentacles for Libra. So you have these two popping out in reverse. You have the Son of Pentacles, and then you also have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So they're both in reverse. This is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is basically not moving anywhere. In regard to this Ten of Pentacles, this long-standing family situation, this is often talking about situations that have been in regard to relationships that have been going on for at least 5 to 10 years, you know, sometimes longer. It also denotes a huge level of stability, of financial abundance. It denotes Yeah, long-standing situations, legacies, financial entanglements due to family, regarding family. It's not moving, but we're also putting down our defenses. It's like we see the truth in it. It's not moving. There's stagnancy. It's almost as if having to accept the reality of that brings a certain level of conflict. It's almost like being in a tug of war with somebody because you have to maintain some sort of level of connection with them. But it's like you have to. If that makes sense, you have to. You have the devil at the bottom of the deck. This is trying to release energy from this toxic bond, trying to release energy from a toxic situation that it's almost as if like, in certain ways, there's codependency in regard to this card, much codependency, but also sometimes you have to have that. Sometimes it's not codependency in that regard. It's like you have to have this connection with somebody. But underneath the devil, you have the Nine of Pentacles here. So this is talking about going it alone. It's talking about dealing with things on your own, stabilizing your life and the life for your children or your child on your own, you know, away from this person. That doesn't mean that you're going to be completely single and not deal with this person, you know, this potential, the Queen of Cups and the Lovers. That feels nice, actually. That feels really nice. But you have to let this go. You have to let this devil energy go. It's time to be away from that, to move away from that, okay? Show me the Five of Wands for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So in regard to the Five of Wands, which is a card of conflict, it's a card of adversarial energy. You have the Strength card, Libra, okay? Strength, you could be dealing with a Libra or a Leo, sure. But this is basically having patience in regard to communication, harsh communication, having patience in regard to taming our ego in consideration to fighting with somebody, having patience in regard to having to fight with somebody. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is the Queen of Wands. She can be very exacting, very cutting. In reverse, she's somebody who is very cruel, calculating. She is emotionless. She is somebody who can be emotionally manipulative. She can be mentally torturous. Yeah, very, very difficult energy to deal with. She's upright here. And that's also somebody utilizing their truth and clarity in a matter to suss out the operative or the most important facets of the connection, the most important information that's present in a situation. She's not going to deal with BS. She cuts things out that aren't necessary. She's not going to maintain situations that are detrimental and that are going to leave her, you know, cattywampus. This is talking about having strength in the connection towards communication with this person. You know, if this situation has gotten out of hand in regard to the way and levels of fighting that are present, you need to have strength in it because it's almost as if it's going to continue. The Ten of Pentacles here, I'm not feeling that the situation is done. It's like there's ties that bind. It's like there's the ties that bind here and you have to like wait it out. But being conscious of how you do it is half the battle. And it feels like there's going to be a battle, or there has been, and it's going to be an ongoing one. Show me the Ace of Swords for Libra. Okay, so you have the Nine of Swords with a couple cards popping out in reverse. So for the Ace of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords upright, and you have the Four of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. So in regard to this Ace of Swords, this is talking about letting go of mental baggage at this point. Somebody needs to let go of mental baggage in regard to a failed relationship, a failed family, a failed situation regarding your foundation. Also marriage. This could be an alleviation of marriage in regard to this Ace of Swords. This could be just basically a dissolve. It could be divorce, cutting out marriage. We have the Hierophant in reverse with the Ace of Swords. This is cutting things out. This is long-standing relationships. The Hierophant is long-standing relationships, stability in relationships. It's talking about marriage. The Four of Wands talks about marriage, foundations in your relationship, stability, families, moving in together, a home situation. Here we have a broken home. Here we have a situation that's no longer existent. We have to communicate that. We have to communicate about that with this person, or also cut it out. This, I don't know what this Ace of Swords is for you. This could be a lot of things, but it's talking about truth and clarity in your experience with this situation. You must bring truth and clarity. Next to that, you have the Knight of Swords. So this is a person who gets down to business. He doesn't dilly-dally. He's going to be very, very abrupt in how he communicates. If you're needing to just literally, if this has been ongoing in your mind, this whole situation with this previous person, this literally is talking about cutting them out, communicating with them in a very blunt way in regard to how things need to go. And that's that. Especially if this is a divorce, especially if this is a situation from a previous relationship. If you're dealing with somebody who's got children with you and they've been a negative energy and force in this situation, there's no help here. There's no, it's just stagnancy and negativity. And conflict and combat, that's what I'm feeling, combat. You need to be very conscious of this type of energy. You need to be stepping into this energy. This is blunt communication. It's for the benefit of everybody involved. It's not easy. It's very blunt information, communication. It cuts things out. It cuts things to the core. But it does so in a way where it removes this Nine of Swords energy. The Nine of Swords energy is an energy where we are stagnant in pain, in anguish, in mental frustration, especially in regard to a relationship that has failed. If you're in a constant battle with a failed partner, a partner from a failed relationship, it needs to be cut down. That communication needs to be cut down. It needs to be communication just about the logistics of your situation regarding children. You may be involved with a new Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Oh my God. Okay. I feel so anxious. I feel so anxious. Jesus Christ. This is like awful anxiety. It's like having to communicate this, having to talk with this person. It's just like anxiety. It's awful. Underneath the cards for this, pulling out this, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Four of Wands, and you've got the Hierophant in reverse, the Nine of Swords upright. You have the Eight of Cups. This is talking about walking away from certain situations. It's talking about cutting away situations that no longer serve you emotionally. If you must return to a situation in regard to your children, then be it so. But you have to do so where it's like the connection is just what it is. Like it's just the communication and that's it. There's no more friendship there. There's no more connection to that. It's just walking away from that aspect of it, because this is the emotional aspect, okay? The Eight of Cups is the emotional aspect. We walk away from that. When we have emotional ties to situations, that's where we feed them, we nurture them. Here, there's no more to nurture here. The situation is done, okay? Show me the Knight of Swords, please. Show me the Knight of Swords. I feel like I just pulled for the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so you have the Daughter of Wands. So this is the Page of Wands in regard to the Knight of Swords. Now this could be talking about dealing with a fire sign child, taking the reins in regard to a fire sign child. It could also be passionately, you know, acting upon a situation in regard to your child. It can also talk about communicating different levels of direction in how a situation is going. You know, sometimes it's a little cloudy, but you have to communicate that. This is the Empress at the bottom of the deck for that. So you may be dealing with a previous wife or a previous partner in a relationship. The Empress denotes somebody who is a partner. It can also talk about new beginnings, you know, taking a different route, nurturing a situation into a completely different experience and understanding in how it operates. So, you know, those are things that are on the table, but it's like, and it could also mean moving forward, shakily, but moving forward towards a new relationship, building something new. So those are some potential outcomes in regard to that connection there. You're going to need to piece it together for yourself, because I can't tell you exactly what it is for you. This is a general reading for thousands of people, okay? Show me the Star for Libra. That came out quick. Ace of Cups. So after you heal from this situation, you balance this energy out, you end up with new love. It's new love. It's a reciprocal give and take. That's the important part here. The Six of Pentacles talks about success. I don't know if you can see that or not. This card is called Success. This is emotional connection. This is reciprocal, genuine energy, back and forth energy. It's definitely positive, but you have to let this situation go as much as possible. You have codependency flying out here, Libra, okay? So this situation, it's like there's level, yeah, and free yourself at the bottom of the deck. This is what I'm talking about. This situation, it's like, when I see codependency, somebody may also be drinking or doing drugs here, but like when I see codependency, I feel this energy as something where it's like we have to engage in a situation. We have to engage in a situation because children are dependent upon us. And children are codependent in regard to a co-partner, okay? So they have one parent, they have another parent. There's codependency in both aspects. This is something that's going to stick around, okay? But we need to make sure that that energy is healthy, especially for our children, all right, Libra? Overall, though, free yourself. What's under free yourself? Love yourself first. By loving yourself, you take back your power. When you take back your power, you're able to give healthfully to your children, to yourself, to your potential partner, if that is on the table. Shit. Yeah, free yourself, love yourself first. And what else is under love yourself first? Express yourself. This is what I'm feeling in regard to this card. Express yourself in regard to this new person. It's like this energy from the past has been very stifling. It's been very unhealthy because it doesn't allow any growth, any movement. This situation is more so suited for you. It's something that is going to be reciprocal. It's something that is emotionally balanced. It's somebody that allows you to take the reins and trust your ability to judge a situation. Judgment is incredibly high in regard to Libra. You guys are fucking awesome in regard to how you judge and monitor situations. It's in your nature. And this person appreciates it like no other, okay? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they're incredibly lovely and loving people. But sometimes they need to have a little bit of extra stability. So if you can offer that to them, great. I hope this reading was helpful for you, Libra. My name is Isel. I'm on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. And if it was, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will be back for another reading on the second half of January 2019. All right, take care, Libra. Bye.